A group of leading tech experts have warned that the artificial intelligence technology they were building might one day pose an existential threat to humanity and should be considered a societal risk on a par with pandemics and nuclear wars. The 22-word statement, trimmed short to make it as broadly acceptable as possible, says, mitigating the risk of extinction from AI should be a global priority alongside other societal scale risks such as pandemics and nuclear wars. This statement, published by a San Francisco-based non-profit, the Center for AI Safety, has been co-signed by figures including Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, the Microsoft-backed AI research lab that is behind ChatGPT, and the so-called godfather of AI who recently left Google, Geoffrey Hinton. They were among the hundreds of leading figures who signed the "We're on the brink of crisis" statement. The Center for AI Safety website, meanwhile, suggests a number of possible disaster scenarios. AIs could be weaponized. For example, drug discovery tools could be used to build chemical weapons. AI-generated misinformation could destabilize society and undermine collective decision-making. Or the power of AI could become increasingly concentrated in fewer and fewer hands, as we're seeing, enabling regimes to enforce narrow values through pervasive surveillance and oppressive censorship. This statement is the latest high-profile intervention in the complicated and controversial debate over AI safety. As we had covered earlier this year as well, an open letter signed by some of the same individuals backing this 22-word warning, calling for a 6-month pause in AI development. The letter, though, was criticized on multiple levels. Some experts thought it overstated the risk posed by AI, while others agreed with the risk but not the letter's suggested remedy. Meanwhile, some critics have also complained that dire warnings about existential risks, voiced by makers of AI, have contributed to hyping up the capabilities of their products and distracting from calls for more immediate regulations to rein in their real-world problems. Meanwhile, Union Minister Rajiv Chandrasekhar has laid out a blueprint for the future of artificial intelligence in India in an exclusive interview with NDTV.
It's an extremely exciting, it's a kinetic enabler of the digital economy, as I am very happy to keep repeatedly say. We are going to approach AI as really a very, very important opportunity for our startups and our innovation ecosystem. We certainly want to be playing a leadership role in how AI evolves. This is the year where we are chairman of the program for AI, a coalition of AI nations around the world. And we certainly want to be at the cutting edge in terms of where this goes. But we also want to play a role in creating the guardrails in terms of where AI should not go. And we have laid out our doctrine and our thinking for the rest of the world to follow, that we expect to regulate AI through the prism of user harm. We will not necessarily go down the road of some other nations of regulating it through use cases. And say this area should not have AI. We will regulate it in a way that AI cannot cause harm to those who are on the internet, whether it is misinformation harm or it is any other kind of harm. We certainly don't want AI to do anything but create good for our people and the digital navigators.